Well, welcome back everyone, and it has been quite a month. We have got quite a bit of news. We were all excited about the 12 days of Christmas coming in from OpenAI, Sam Altman, and then Google decided to sideswipe us with some big changes and implementations as well, and new releases. So I just wanted to share what they were that affect us as marketers. So I'm purely taking it from the marketing perspective. I want to start with the Pixel Pro phone, and effectively they are saying that Google Circle to Search. So if you haven't seen that video, please go and look for my video in my YouTube channel. But effectively what they're saying is that with Google Circle to Search quick snapshot, if you've got one of these phones, you can hold down the button down here, and then you can squiggle or circle over the item that you want, and it goes directly to whatever it is that you want to buy. It also happens, it's also relevant for, say, food or locations if you want more information, etc., etc. Now, what was interesting to me with this is that you are now able to categorize it and save it. So say, for example, you don't have time to go look for this bag, but you know you like it. You can click on that and save it, and you can even share it. But the idea here is that you can categorize your screenshots and then go back to it when you're ready and pick up where you left off, so that you can then buy whatever it is that you want. So it's not just relevant, I'm thinking, to products, but it'll probably be for locations, restaurants, everything like get directions to where the restaurant is, etc., etc., or more information. So I just wanted to draw your attention to that, because that's the next level up from what we've had so far. Then the next thing I wanted to talk to you about was Google kicking in with their Gemini 2, and yeah, it's quite advanced. It's kicking in already with these AI agents, which are these like AI assistants, whatever you want to call them. I call them VARs, virtual artificial intelligence assistants. And the whole idea is that they're going to make our lives a lot easier with doing like repetitive tasks, both, you know, offline and online. But the ones that I wanted to draw your attention to as marketers is Project Marina, solving complex tasks with an AI agent in the Chrome browser. So this is different to, say, the Microsoft. Microsoft is where it is running on the actual computer, which caused a lot of privacy concerns. So they kept highlighting that this is in Chrome. I'm assuming therefore more safe, because it's not going into the rest of your computer. And there's also a presupposition that once you close out, then that's actually done. So in this instance, what was demoed was this lady was wanting to get basically scrape data of people's, of a number of websites, emails, names, etc., etc., and have it put into this Excel sheet. And no programming skills required. You just go in here, and it's very similar to the OpenAI GPTs, where effectively it will then pick up, you know, follow the instructions that you're wanting. It will memorize those lists and everything that you've asked it to do for the period of time that you're working with it. And it'll even tell you what it's doing while it's doing it, so you can check or you can interrupt. And effectively at the end of it actually goes off and does the searches on the websites themselves, guys, just so that you know. So where it'll be handy, say, for marketing is like, I'm assuming things like competitor analysis. If you're in sales and you want to pick up names and emails and addresses, huge time saver, it's got to be said. How accurately it'll run for all kind of tasks, I don't know. It is yet to be tested, but I just thought I would let you know that this is the way everything is moving. And just so you know, guys, I am looking at doing some AI training, you know, create your own AI agent in the new year. That is for your own work in the back end or on your website. This is purely talking about when you're surfing the net, needing it to do certain things. Okay, just wanted to let you know. So that's the first thing. The other thing is that they're saying that they're integrating it into their robots. In this instance, it was showing about Jenga, not particularly relevant for us, but it's just showing that they are moving ahead with that kind of stuff. But the thing that really popped out for me was this project Astra. Okay, and they're really pushing the whole idea of a universal AI assistant, something that can do, it's like your personal assistant really, and it's out there because it is a step up from the AI overviews. So if you haven't seen this video, I will put the link down, you know, in the description for you. But effectively, this is an indication of this guy. He comes from New York. He needs the code to get into his flat. It remembers the code, so when he goes back there, he doesn't have to remember it himself. He even tells him how to wash the clothing, on what cycle with that particular kind of thing. So that's not very AI marketing stuff, but it is more relevant when he starts to look for this. Now let me just stop here. Okay, so he's written down a list of things that he actually wants to do. Where I want to be testing it is how this is going to work when it comes to finding things on the net as opposed to already written down. I'm assuming that it'll be just like the AI overviews, where instead of you talking, you know, or typing into your browser, you'll be able to actually just say what it is you want, and it'll go off and do this full list for you and come up with all the different options and give you, and you can have a verbal conversation with it. It's not me typing in or speaking to the computer or the device and then going and doing some more research. This is the next level up, isn't it? So it is out there. And effectively what he does is he goes out and he starts going and exploring the bakery, the Tate, and everything else. Pronunciations of words, that was one example there. Now it does do multi-language, it's in real time, so it's pretty out there. Now this was something that I did want to draw your attention to here. So he stopped and he's pointed his phone. Now he's actually talking to the phone. He's not entering any information into any search engines. This is what I want to draw your attention to. This is purely him saying, oh look, you know, I've seen this sculpture, can you tell me more about it, da 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 da. And it tells him straight off the bat. It's not going off and pulling up a website that he then looks at. You know, it's telling him on the fly what it is, as if it was an actual assistant or a travel guide. Okay, so it's quite astounding and a lot faster than what we were expecting, I have to be honest. He asked about some flowers, you know. Oh, now this was interesting. If you sell merch, you know, or souvenirs or whatever, and just imagine in this instance he's saying, right, these are the kinds of books that my mate really likes to read. I'm at a secondhand bookshop, I want to buy some books, which ones would you recommend? And I'll say, well, judging from your friend's preferences, I would suggest that that you buy this particular book. Now, can you just imagine souvenir store, jewelry, whatever it is that you're buying for folks back home while you're traveling, or friends, or, you know, customers are buying from you, and this information is being pulled up, and it'll go and do all the research. Yes, I think this one will be the best given the you know, the personal preferences. So it's all about that personalized search, that personalized customization, isn't it? So how we start optimizing for all of this so that we get found and we're the stuff that gets pulled up. This is what's going to be a real fun dynamic, and that's what I cover in my AI marketing club. Just so that you know, guys, if you actually are interested, you're very welcome to come and join. I've got free and paid options available. Just to let you know, the plans are all changing come the new year. This is getting really deep dive stuff now, and it's how do you make sure that our clients are getting in there and being found. So I've just done a training today where we looked at 9 different ways to start optimizing for Search GPT. So if any of that's of interest, look, you're very welcome, or you know, you can do your own research or whatever, but you're very welcome to come and join us if you want. Anyway, so this was very interesting over here. He then goes along, and this was interesting. This bus, will it take me to where I want to go? What will I see on the way? Gives me running commentary on what I see, Big Ben, the Tate Gallery, blah, blah, blah on the way. It's just astounding. Then he gets to Chinatown and he meets his friends there. One is French and one speaks Tamil, and they literally are in Chinatown. He asks for the information about Chinatown. She then asks the same information but in French, and it talks back to her in French. And then he asks in Tamil and it speaks back in Tamil. And I have to say, if this works as well as the demo, I don't know how much of it is, we shouldn't say edited, but, or prompted or preened. I don't know what you want to say. But if this works the way that it is, this is going to be seriously out there. So, very important. And what's more, they bring in the glasses, the good old glasses. Remember, I was talking about how wearable devices are going to be something, and we got a bit of time under our belts. Look, they still haven't really taken off, and it's going to be a while. And honestly, I think there is going to be some sort of question mark around talking in public to your phone out loud might be something. I think that might make a lot of people uncomfortable. A lot of people talking, when they're all on the bus or talking, trying to listen to the commentary. I think that's something that might be a thing. But obviously you've got headphones. And then you've got these glasses, and they're dapper, aren't they? Yeah, but effectively, I'm sure they'll refine designs there. And it's like, what are you looking at? You ask where you want to go, what's the bike route back? And it remembers, when he gets back to where he is staying, how to get back in, and away you go. So, guys, again, it's all about how to optimize for that. How do you make sure that your clients are being found in that? And that's the type of stuff we're exploring. Okay, so if you're interested, you're very welcome to come and join us. Thank you very much for your time, everyone. You take